Hi, friends. Maga Supreme here, coming at you guys with another reading. I know I got my do-rag all in my face. Let me lift that up a little bit. So, as you guys might have guessed from the title, this is another zodiac reading. This is for sun, moon, and rising signs. Sun, moon, and rising for the signs of Scorpio, Libra, and Cancer. So again, the zodiac reading is for Scorpio, Libra, and Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Um, so guys, feel free to, if your sign appear more than once in this reading, feel free to check out all the piles to get different messages from your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign. So with that out of the way, you guys know how this works by now. Uh, We'll be getting into the reading, starting with Scorpio. So, if you are a Scorpio sun, moon, or rising, then this reading is for you. For those of you guys who might be new to my channel, the way that I do my zodiac readings is that I start off with tarot card pairs. So I start off with 2 cards at the start, and then from there I read and interpret the energy from there on out. If you guys would like to see your signs in like their own personal video where I go more in depth and like elaborate on things, then you guys would have to support the channel. Give this video a like, comment down below this for some interaction for the algorithm, and share this video to other Scorpio, sun, moon, or risings that you may know. So with that out of the way, let's jump into this reading. So Scorpio, you guys had the Sun and the Hermit. And when I pulled these 2 cards together, the first thing I heard was enlightenment. There's something very deep about like you guys discovering. It's definitely, I really feel inner peace, inner joy, inner happiness. There's a sense of joy, of happiness, of completion that comes from a very deep part inside of you, Scorpio. This really has a lot to do with with some soul searching that you guys probably have been doing. Maybe my Scorpios are spiritual or have been on a quest to connect to their intuition, connect deeper. This is here to tell you that your quest is going very, very well. Like, one thing I'm also hearing is soul star chakra. And I also see 2 faces emerging out of the sun, one for Pisces and one for Gemini. But I don't know what to make of that just yet. But what I really, really feel like this whole thing is about, Scorpio, is enlightenment. This is about really coming to peace, coming to terms with your life and the flow of your life is what I'm hearing. Really starting to like come into a better and deeper understanding of like what it means to allow your life to flow the way that it is, and coming to a greater and deeper understanding of your own power. Because the card that we have at the bottom for you guys is the Empress, and right underneath the Empress is the World. This is something really, really beautiful and really powerful here, because you have 4 major arcanas in your reading, Scorpio. Something that you've been creating, something that you've been nurturing, something that you've really been like wanting. And this, I feel like this is not something material just yet. It could be material for some of you guys as well. Like the Sun card really is like blessings in all areas. But the fact that the Empress has like her crown chakra, like really has a star on it, and then the Hierophant has a soul star highlighted. This is something that's coming from like above you, something really beautiful. And the World card can also be read as the universe. This is something, a very deep gift given to you, a very sense of divine joy, of divine peace. I feel enlightenment. Like, and it doesn't have to be like, total enlightenment, like transcending Buddha and things of that nature. It could just be like just acceptance of like just think of how things are and how things are flowing. No longer fighting against the flow of your life and just learning to go with it. Learning to create with the universe, learning to be a part of it, learning the power and the gift that you have with working with, with the world. Yeah, with the world, with Father, with Source, with Spirit. This is a very deep energy, especially since the crown chakra and soul star chakra are highlighted here specifically. The sun and the empress. Maybe you guys have been feeling really, really creative lately, Scorpio. Really been feeling like inspired to create, inspired to do things. And you should know that those things that you feel inspired to create are definitely bringing you into a great sense of fulfillment. And it's definitely really nice to see the things that you create take form and become corporeal, to come from something that just came through you, funneled into you through your intuition, and then made real and brought into the world, given like actual shape, form, and function. There's real joy in your life that's with you now, and probably that's going to happen. That's really in the cards for you, Scorpio. This is very beautiful and very powerful energy, especially since you have all major arcana cards. Let's get some oracles to see what else we can find, what else we can get out of this message. Talk to me about Scorpio. Wow, cards just keep trying to just jump out. But I needed to be a little bit more controlled than that. We have Mercury in Scorpio with extremism. Wow, this one fell out. Jupiter and Taurus with status. I feel like I need two more. Mars and Capricorn with authority. Let's have two more. Yeah, two more. Mercury and Pisces with inspiration. Oh, wait, that's it. Yeah. So we have extremism, Mercury and Scorpio, Mercury and Pisces, Mars and Capricorn, and Jupiter and Taurus. Like I said, the authority card to me really speaks of just like really coming into like a sense of ownership and rulership over your life here with the Empress card. The authority card really speaks to me of like really having more self-control. Like, and this self-control is like really resonating and radiating from you, Scorpio. Like I said, you have all major arcana cards, and that's very powerful and impressionable energy. The things that's really coming into you from out your mind, that's really being channeled into you, really being inspired inside of you, are really coming forth so you can have more control and feel more in control of your life, to really allow yourself to go into the flow of where you need to go. The status card is here to let you know, like with Jupiter and Taurus, like Jupiter in your second house is all about financial blessings and luck and money and things of that nature. Maybe some things that you've been working on is going to yield results. It doesn't always have to be money, but it could be more recognition. It could be a greater sense of happiness and fulfillment, especially with Jupiter here. But the second house is about finances. I can't lie. Second house is about your money, is about your material things and your comfort. There's a sense of elevation that's happening there. But first, you have to be attentive and continue to go with the flow of everything that you're getting, Scorpio. Know that this is something that's going to take some time. Don't move too hastily here with the extremism card. As you can see, this guy is just really trying to come after this girl. I'm going to read a little bit more on the extremism card. I see it from time to time, but I don't always want to keep reading it as something negative. A dramatic Penny Dreadful style illustration of a struggling couple, man and woman, fighting over contents of a letters. The words have changed everything. When this card is drawn, the questioner may face a total reappraisal of his or her life philosophy to overcome a seemingly unsolvable situation. A violent verbal outburst, news of death, the solving of a great problem, discussion of deep life problems, drastic change of opinions. And that's why I felt like it was enlightenment. Something that you really been feeling, oh, okay, I get it. Something that you probably been struggling with, like mentally or on a life level, is going to really come, is really going it's going to be solved. There's going to be clarity and solutions brought to you on something that's probably been plaguing you deep down inside. This could be a recurring, like, life lesson that seems to be happening. This could have a lot to do with maybe pessimistic or negative and challenging thoughts. This is more about those things like really being cleared out and you having a real shift and a real change in your opinion to having a more abundance mindset, to really putting an end to the cycle of negative self-thought, of like really just like I've been saying, allowing yourself to go with the flow of life, this and following your inspiration, becoming more stronger in who you are. I'm gonna pull some cards for the extremism card. I'm gonna talk to me about the extremism card. Why did that show? King of Cups has a lot to do with your emotional stability and your maturity. Like I said, something that could have been affecting you on an emotional level. A repeating lesson. King of Swords in reverse. Bro, got the King of Cups up, right? King of Swords in reverse. And Temperance right at the bottom. I feel this. This is a balancing of a reconciliation between your mind and your heart. Something that you've really been struggling with, overthinking, really beating yourself up about, because the King of Swords in reverse could really just be someone who overthinks, who's really coming to faulty conclusions, who logic really isn't working right, giving into the energy of fear, of doubt, of indecision. There's an inner peace and an inner clarity that's being disseminated into you from on high, Scorpio. The advice here is to tap into it, meditate, especially during this Pisces new moon and like during this Pisces moon period. I think for the next like 2-3 days, but people say that the energy is going to be felt longer than that. So maybe for like this week, Scorpio, starting from when you see this message, because when you see this message, I think this is either day 1 or day 2 of the Pisces new moon. So it makes sense that you have the Hermit card here. This is time for you to like really reflect deeply, Scorpio, and really look at your life from and try to look at your life from a different perspective, a higher, more inspired perspective over your life. Because there are good things that's fated and slated for you, Scorpio. You just have to take your time, believe in it, and follow your intuition step by step in order to allow yourself to go there. You're stepping out of it. You have closed the cycle and you're walking into a new one. You just got to believe that for yourself. Balance is being restored into your life. Believe it. It's there. It's happening. You just don't see it yet because it takes time for this energy to form, but it's already there. It's around you, Scorpio. You just have to release your need for control. Pluto. Funny. Pluto came out. This is about a transformation, a shift. Like the extremism card said, a change in an opinion. Maybe it's going to come through the form of news, of like someone telling you something, or maybe you just hearing something, or maybe something that you probably didn't want to hear, or a conflict. Uranus, wow, like I said, a change, a revolution. Uranus is a genius. Uranus is also the card of the heavens. Like I said, this is from like on high, especially since we see the Temperance card here, the sun, the world. This is from on high. And this is the reason why I channeled the soul star in the crown chakra. You're going to be really inspired. Like, that's all I could keep saying. It's like something that's just going to hit you. And with the Mercury signs here, it could be a communication from deep inside of you. Or it could be from someone outside of you coming in and just like saying something that triggers something inside of you, Scorpio. Stay open and stay attentive for the week. Meditate, contemplate, and try to shift your perspective on whatever has been like really eating and gnawing at you about your life and about how things are going, because it's shifting. There's a balancing happening right now as we speak. You just got to believe it. Stay calm. Keep your emotions about you. Keep your wits about you. And don't fall into the energy of anxiety, of indecision, and doubt. Allow your life to work on the flow that it's working on, because your life is shifting and it is changing and it's getting better, Scorpio. Especially since we have Uranus and Pluto, two planetary energies of change. Two planetary energies of change, a rebirth, of a shift, because Uranus is a great shift. is a revolution. It's doing something different. It's uniqueness, it's individuality, it's genius, Scorpio. Your life is shifting in a brand new way. You need to keep yourself open to it and allow it to happen. So let's get another oracle card for Scorpio. Wow. We have transits with climate. One more. What's this one? And we have the IC, or the root. The coli. I don't know too much about the IC. I know it's supposed to be like the root. It's like the one thing that I got from this is like getting grounded, allowing, and this is exactly why I mean with the temperance card and the balancing of the mental and the physical, the mental and emotional energy is a sense of groundedness, of allowing yourself to like really calm down, sit down in your thinking chair and think. It's time to relax, sit back, and just be an observer of your life. Allow things to like really inspire you. If you feel inspired or led to do something, then like really get started on it. Don't really rush and feel like it's something that you have to do. Maybe if you don't feel like getting started, write the idea down. But now it's the time to really sit back and allow things to like really shift and change and work in your favor. Don't put too much effort into things right now, especially with that extremism card. Because you can see, well, in the card, this guy is like really just like all in the woman's face. Don't let your masculine energy try to overpower your feminine energy. Your feminine energy, the Empress energy, is what needs to rule right now, Scorpio. Rest, relax, and just allow things to shift and change. Trust that spirit is doing its job and that things are changing for you on high, and it's going to like happen soon. With transits and the fact that this is 55, two fives, look up angel number 55 and see what that means. But the fact that we also have like two fives here is letting me know like this does have a lot to do with a shift and a change, especially with Pluto, Uranus, and the fives coming out here. But transits have a lot to do with like how the energy of the planet affects your natal chart and how things like affect you. I'm gonna read the transit card and the ammonium coli or the coli. Oh wow. Okay. I immediately opened it to the IC card. So I'll start with that, I guess. Imagine your spine extends down into the earth like a taproot. The strong central root under a tree through the earth to the point of the sun's path below. Latin for bottom of the sky, the coli, or the IC, points to the memories and experiences that fed your first roots, your early home life, your family traditions, and your biological and emotional heritage. The action here is to look to the roots. Think about what makes you feel at home and secure. What creates sanctuary for you? Investigate the foundations and become conscious of the traditions and assumptions that underlie the situation. Lean into habits that help you feel secure and grounded. If you enjoyed your childhood, family traditions can help you feel safe and strong in a storm. If you grew up in chaos, you may crave the opposite, so create your own quiet sanctuary. If you grew up around arguing with people at home may seem normal to you, but that may not be the case for your housemates. So you may need to learn to present your points in a more transformative and less combative way. The IC also speaks of deeper roots, the spiritual, religious, or philosophical underpinnings of your early life. Just as a fish doesn't notice the water it swims in, it can be hard to see the spiritual assumptions you swam within as a child. These philosophical underpinnings could give you a deep connection to spirit or leave you feeling restricted or judged. Whether they imbue you with unconscious habits or were that from which you rebelled. Until you examine those deep roots, they will define your foundational programming. The gift here is to build roots of your own, Feel your spine extend like a deep taproot of a tree into the ground. Feel the strength of the earth pulsing up through you, holding you strong through any storm. Yeah, Scorpio. The reason why I had to channel that card that way, especially with the Sun and the Hermit, this is something that's deep, foundational, something that runs something that could run really deep inside of you. Fear, indecision, and negative thought patterns that probably was instilled into you through your experience as a child or like growing up or like something that it's really just been sticking with you. And that's why we have the death card at the bottom as well. So I'm gonna take that as well, because I should have known, especially since we have Pluto out here as well, and now the Moon. It's all making sense now. This is making sense. All of this card for the extremism card that I felt like I needed to pull out, that I needed to like really talk more about. This is about really deep personal revolutionary change that's really changing the way that you see and perceive life, and more importantly how you perceive your life, Scorpio. This is very deep, philosophical, and almost a really deep change. That's one that's going to bring great happiness, prosperity, focus, and inspiration to your life, Scorpio. You are shifting as an individual, and you need to work with the energy of this Pisces moon and meditate, contemplate, journal, do whatever it is that you do to connect to the deepest part of you and really become more clear and really get to the root of why you might have certain fears, anxieties, or doubts about the beauty that is your life. It's time for a deep reflection. So now let's read the transits card. The planets are always moving through time and space and always spinning around us. When those planets form geometric relationships to one another, they create transits, the astrological weather conditions of the day that affect us all. When a moving planet forms a relation with a planet in your natal chart, that transiting planet can act like a guest who enters your house, sits in your kitchens, or sprawls in your living room. It activates that part of your existence. If that transiting planet talks to your Mars, it might activate the warrior nature and fight or flight response. If it talks to your moon, it initiates a story centered around your home, your family, and how it nurtured yourself. And it might really be like a certain transit in your natal chart. If you guys don't know how to look up your transits, I suggest you research it and look into it, because I know I will, because I'm a Scorpio moon. But there could be something about how the planets are transiting that could really bring this stuff into you. And this is why I kept feeling like I had to talk about the moon and Pisces. It could be the moon transiting in the Pisces that's really interacting with some point in your natal chart. Who knows? But this is the time that you're being called to reflect and go deep inside. This is definitely the message here. This situation is in flux and the surrounding conditions are changing. Stay alert, aware, and be ready to respond to incoming dangers and opportunities. Some people are moving in, others are leaving. New opportunities open and old chapters close. Listen to the grapevine for changes in personal or economic conditions. Wow. You are not in control of these elements, but you can make the most of these changes and dance with fate. People that walk into your life now may be karmically important, whether the relationship will last a long time or may be short, pithy, and teach you a valuable lesson. It can be helpful at this point to look at the transits in your natal chart. There is no volume control on this card energy. Transits may trigger a small change in the personnel around you, or it could signal a shooting star that blazes across your life and turns your direction entirely. You have choices, though. Ask for grace and guidance when responding to the changing circumstances. The gift of this card, the challenge of this card is that while cards are in play, you are not in control of who or what now brushes your life, and that can be scary. But the gift here is that even though life is an ever moving circus, you do not control the people and the events transiting your life. Know that you are in complete control of your response to the transit. Choose wisely. Like I said, things that's really deep triggers, really deep emotional triggers things that really might trigger you with doubt and decisions and things from your past is going to be brought up to you, Scorpio. There's no if, ands, or buts around it. It's going to happen. But now's the time for you to like really find that wisdom inside yourself and change the perspective, change your narrative on how you see yourself, on your upbringing, on your life. It's time to break free of that programming. Understand where certain reaction patterns inside of you has come from, Scorpio. And now it's the time to allow yourself to shift into a brand new person and a brand new life. See your life from a different perspective, Scorpio. And in order to allow that to happen, meditate, contemplate, journal, and work with the energies of the moon and research what transits are going to be affecting you within the next week and how it's going to play into your natal chart. They have different websites for that. You can, I think Cafe Astrology will allow you to do something like that as well. So that's your message, Scorpio. If it resonated with you, please leave a like or a comment. Subscribe to my channel if you're not. If you guys want to support my channel, the links to do so are in the description box. Thank you and be blessed. Bye. If you are a Libra sun, moon, or rising, then this reading is for you. So if you guys are new, the way that I do my zodiac readings is I start with a tarot card pair, I read the energy from there, and I build on from there. If you guys would like to see or have like your sign as like its own individual reading and not like in this form or fashion, then leave a like and a comment on the video. I really support this video and represent your sign, Libra, so that way I can know which signs are I have the most of on my channel and really tweak it and change it for that audience. So that's the thing I'm going to say to start this reading, Libra. Now let's get into your cards. So Libra, we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Swords in reverse. And there's something here. There's two messages that I got with this, Libra. Like this could be something that you're really not acting on, something that you know you should be doing, Libra, but you're not doing. And there's an opportunity in that thing that you're not doing, that you're hesitating on. There's an opportunity that you could miss, Libra, if you don't act and like really seize the opportunity or take that chance on whatever it is that's coming, that whatever it is that's happening, Libra. Because we do have the Queen of Swords at the bottom. And here's the Seven of Swords. Queen of Swords, Seven of Swords. Excuse me. COVID. Sight no. Let me stop. But yeah. Two of Swords in reverse talks about the refusal to make a decision, being stuck in maybe analysis paralysis, or even just like refusing to see a situation for what it is. There's something that you're blind to and that you're definitely not seeing. There's a choice that you might be refusing to make or that you're struggling to make, Libra. This could have something to do with like maybe enforcing boundaries with another person, because especially since we have the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Swords, and this Queen of Swords is kind of holding her hands up and blocking the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords also has her hands up to the Libra, like she's trying, like to the Queen of Swords, like she's trying to offer her something. But the Queen of Swords is like, no, thank you. So it could be that something that might look too good to be true, and it might very well be, but I'm not sure, Libra. I'd have to pull some oracle cards and more energies around this. Yeah, let's put this here like this so that way I can set the stage for clarity. But yeah, Libra, there's something that you're either refusing, that you're being indecisive on, that you're going to miss an opportunity, and someone else might actually end up taking that opportunity and that chance for you, or there could be someone that's coming in trying to present themselves as someone that they're not. But I mean, let's not get into doomsaying just yet. So let's see what this is. What is the Wheel of Fortune? Really? Okay. Uh, the Wheel of Fortune, we have Temperance and the Knight of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune, Temperance, and the Knight of Wands. This definitely is something that could, a situation or an opportunity that can really bring balance into your life. And like I said, the Knight of Wands is definitely like, go for it. Like there's something that's really, really good here. Yeah, there's something that's really good here that you might need to like take up. There's an opportunity. And I'm going to go with what I said originally. If there's something that you know that you should be doing and you're not doing it, you're hesitating on it, you're being indecisive about it, you need to do it before it passes you up. Because this is an opportunity that can go very quickly, and it is something that can really bring a balance into your life. Balance, here it is, because right up at the next one is the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, this is about balance. It could also be about your money and your income, and maybe a new stream of income that you could be contemplating, monetizing something or doing something that might bring you money. And you're hesitating on it. You're overthinking it, or you're thinking too much about it. Like I said, analysis paralysis. You could just be just thinking, but not really doing or deciding on anything, Libra. I'm hearing time is running out. Make a decision. You can't deliberate on this forever. Action is going to have to be taken sooner or later, Libra. What is the Two of Swords in reverse? I'm hearing I should pull one for each side. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And what's the other one? Ooh. And the Chariot. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And here at the bottom we have the Nine of Swords. Anxiety, overthinking. Like I said, analysis paralysis, or just fear and doubt. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse lets me know like this is something that on one side is something that really is probably going to take from you, because we do have the Seven of Swords here. Like I won't discount that energy. The Seven of Swords came up, and the Queen of Swords is trying to block it. Maybe it's a fear that you might have that someone that you know. The Seven of Swords could also be self-sabotage as well. You could just be sabotaging yourself because you're overthinking, and well, not overthinking, but you have such strong boundaries around your life that you're afraid to take the chance and do something new, and you're going to miss out on an opportunity because of your strong boundaries. This is something that might need to that you might just have to say YOLO on and just like do. Libra. That's one way that I'm getting here. But the Queen of Pentacles in reverse is definitely someone that you know. It's not someone that you want to be, because the Queen of Pentacles upright is someone generous, nurturing, independent, self-sufficient. And one way that I like to read the Two of Swords is I like to have two cards, one card on each side of it, to say that you can either choose this or you can choose that. How it's going to be is going to be different. What each card represents is different from each and every one of you. So take this how it resonates, Libra. This isn't a personal reading. This is a general reading. And I could have a lot of Libras that show up for this reading. But there's something here that's going to keep you dependent on someone else. With this because the Queen of Pentacles can be like codependent, not independent. Like really counting on someone else to make their money for them, or to like take care of them, and not really being more self-sufficient, allowing other people to take care of you a little too much. And that could be one choice that you have. Or you can choose to be free, embark on a journey, take a chance, do something risky, something fun, something that's different from what you usually do and outside your norm, Libra, especially since we do had the Wheel of Fortune here. Like, this is something that could really bring a sense of balance, of happiness in your life, and really adventure with the Knight of Wands. There's something that you want to do, but you've been hesitating on doing. You've been having doubts, fears, anxieties around it, probably because you don't know how it's going to turn out, or what you're going to do about it. because you don't know how it's going to turn out, and it's really hard for you to plan. You're overthinking something really, really heavily, Libra. That much is clear, especially since you got these swords energies. What's the Queen of Swords? The Devil card is really jumping out for me. I'm gonna reshuffle. If the Devil card comes out again, I'll take it. But the Devil card is like really staring me in the face. Got the King of Cups. The Queen of Swords and the King of Cups tells me that this is definitely all about you trying to protect and enforce your boundaries around your emotional stability. Like, you really think that you're doing a mature and rational thing, the Emperor. Yeah, you think that you're doing a mature and rational thing with the world. But it's time to move on from what you've always been comfortable with, Libra. I feel it. It's time to move on from what you've been comfortable with, from what you established. It's time to strike out and and start something new, Libra. There's something that you've been hesitating on doing. You've been holding up, like really been keeping very strong and mature, intellectual boundaries on it, and that's very, very responsible. Like, I'm not going to advocate against being a responsible thinker and a responsible person, Libra, because you have all good cards around the Queen of Swords. Like, you have been really thinking about your security, your stability. You're really not in the habit of taking like crazy risk. But the thing is, though, you're being encouraged to take a risk. And you know that you're being encouraged to take a risk, but you really feel like you're either just being crazy or, it's just something up. But it's time for you to take that risk. Do something that's really going to be fun and freeing for you, Libra. That much is very clear. You've been mature for a very long time. You've been keeping your intellectual maturity, but now it's time to move on, to transition into something else. This cycle is coming to a close, and you're about to step into it's coming into something new. Or this could be the fact that a new cycle in your life is actually progressing. The reason why you could have your boundaries and your guards up is because the time that you were just in was probably a little turbulent, a little stagnant, or like maybe a lot of like things going on, especially with the Seven of Swords. You could have been dealing with a lot of deception, a lot of trickeries, a lot of lies. But this is letting you know, like, it's time to not drop that guard, but lower the guard a little bit and do something new. Take a risk. There's something that you're hesitating on, something that you're refusing to see, and something that you're not really going towards. It could be a person, but more than likely it's probably an idea or an opportunity that you need to go forth and take up, Libra. And here we have the Seven of Swords. So let's get some energy around the Seven of Swords. Wow, 2 cards just jumped out. And they're in reverse. That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, we have the Seven of Swords with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse and the Hierophant in reverse. And even in the Hierophant in reverse and the Chariot speaks of the same thing. Freedom, liberation. This could be about like changing your job, Libra. Maybe you're unhappy with the job that you have currently, but you need the job because it gives you like a sense of like financial security and things of that nature. But it's time for you to leave that place, Libra. Because only thing you're doing right now is keeping yourself small and keeping yourself stagnant here. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse is letting me know, like, you're not planting good seeds here. Like, this situation has withered. It died. This job or whatever this is that you're in currently has served its purpose. It's time to break free. Because the Hierophant is all about, like, structures. It could be a school, a job, a church, a religion, an ideology. Something that you're in is like really keeping you small. It's actually robbing you of experiences that you're supposed to be having, Libra. And it's time to jump into something new. Be the fool. Be the fool. Go into the unknown here. Yeah, go into the unknown. Because there could be a lot of competition or a lot of arguments, a lot of very negative and stifling energy where you are right now, Libra. and you know that you need to move, but maybe the money is good at the job that you're at. Maybe you're just like, you don't want to thrust yourself into another time of uncertainty, but you're being asked to take that leap of faith and hope and trust that the universe is going to catch you, Libra. The time is now. So let's get some oracle cards out here. Let's see what kind of insight these will bring. The seventh house, relationship. We got 777. Okay. See, I didn't know if it was about a relationship or if it was about like, a work thing. But the seventh house is very clear. This could be about someone that about either giving someone another chance or maybe just leaving a relationship that you're no longer happy in. That you know that you're not happy in a relationship, but you're staying because it provides a sense of security. The person probably paid Vesta, which is the home. And the 10th house also came out as well as like the authority. Yeah, there's something that's keeping you small, Libra. This could be a relationship, something in your home life that's really keeping you small. Someone or something that's keeping you small, Libra. And it might be time to like really move on and close that cycle and go somewhere new. You know that you need to do it. You feel it. You're not really in it anymore, but it's just causing you a lot of anxiety to have to take that step and take that leap. Because like I said, this person could be someone that's like really handling a lot of things for you, but it's time for you to be financially independent and not financially dependent, Libra. Because the person probably is not even faithful anyway with the Seven of Swords here. But this could, like I said, could also be self-sabotage. Could also be self-sabotage. But we got 777 and then another 7. So your reading is full of sevens. The 7 is like a very spiritual and very divine number. There's something having to do with destiny in this reading. Something that you need to do and make a change on to lead you towards your authority, towards like your highest point. Because the 10th house is also the midheaven, which is like the point of your greatest achievement. But right now you're stuck in a home with Vesta. You're stuck at home. You're stuck tending to your house, tending to this relationship. And it could be the fact that, you worried about starting a new relationship with someone else. You could have just met someone, but you're nervous about giving this person a chance. You still got your guard up because you've been hurt before. Whatever it is, Libra, take it how it resonates. The point is to do something new and take a risk. That's the energy all around this. Have faith in your dreams. Take that risk. I'm hearing Break Away by Kelly Clarkson. Surrender to the divine. Like I said, with the 777, there's something divine about this reading. There's something that's keeping you small, keeping you like held into place. It has something to do with a relationship and the home life. Maybe you're a stay-at-home mom right now and you want to get back out into working, but you just don't want to leave your kids by themselves. Maybe your kids might be too young. Maybe you're worried about who's going to take care of the house. Will they be able to like really watch themselves? Will you be able to find a babysitter? The fact of the matter is you probably want to get back to work or get back being independent and self-sufficient again. You're tired of being this Queen of Pentacles, of just like being at home, being mom, being dad, and just really just tending to things. You want to get back out there, you want to work, you want to achieve, and you want to create something great. And the divine is telling you to do it. Have faith in your dreams and the things that you want out of your life, because it wants it for you too. Yeah. Communication is key. If this has something to do with a partner, and then work through your fears, like I said, expect powerful change. Libra. Can this reading get any more synchronicities? Whatever it is, if this does have something to do with a relationship and another person, you need to talk to them. You need to communicate to your partner. Maybe your partner, husband, whoever it is that you could be co-parenting with, it's like placing a lot of the responsibilities on your shoulders and you don't feel as supported as you need right now. Talk to that person. Express yourself. Tell them you want a little bit more freedom and liberation in your life too. And you guys can make it work. Talk to each other. Yeah, because this was Sagittarius there. And expect a powerful change as long as you work through your fears. The universe is trying to get you to jump so it can catch you, like I said with the Fool card. to go towards your dreams. But right now, it just seems like you're just stuck in analysis paralysis. Everything, you're just thinking about everything that could go wrong. And now it's not time for that. Now it's not time to be fighting or fighting with yourself or being competing with someone else. Now's the time to express yourself and take action on whatever it is that you want to do. This is so beautiful. We had the full moon in Virgo. You are good enough, Libra. You are good enough. Whatever it is that you want to do, whatever it is that you're dreaming about, Libra, go towards it because you deserve it. The universe will make it happen for you. You just got to be brave enough to make that to make that push, to follow your guidance, to follow your intuition, and take that chance, Libra. So if this reading resonated with you, please leave a like or a comment. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already. If you guys want to support my channel, you guys can like and comment. But if you guys want to support my channel a different way, the links are in the description box. So thank you and be blessed. Let me make sure I put my cards upright. Dr. Bayo. Do that later. I don't want this video to keep dragging on. If you are a Cancer sun, moon, rising, I also felt like I should say North Node, but you don't have to really look at this if you're a Cancer North Node. But if you're a Cancer sun, moon, or rising, then this reading is for you. So let's see. First things first, if you're new to this channel, the way that I do my zodiac readings is that I start with tarot pairs and I work off the energy from there. If you guys want your sign, the sign of Cancer, to have its own personal video, make sure to like and comment on this video so I can know just how many Cancers I have. Show support to the channel, show love for your sign, represent, please. That way I can keep a good number and a good census of the people that are here. So if you really want like a more longer, in-depth, like weekly readings on your sign, then you have to, fight a little bit harder for it, Cancers. So now with that out of the way, let's get into your cards. So Cancer, you have the Two of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. And to me, this is very clear. This could very well be a business partnership or a business opportunity that's coming your way. You could have been presented with a chance to work with one other person because this isn't the Three of Cups, even though the Three of Cups didn't want to come out. Yeah, like I said, the Three of Cups is going to be next. So I'm going to take it anyway. This could be a chance of just working with one other person, maybe joining a group or even just doing something or coming into a closer alignment with your friends. Either way, there's an opportunity that's going to be presented to you to come into a closer alignment and in a partnership with someone else. Because the Two of Cups is a partnership. It can be a business partnership, a relationship, whatever it is. The advice is to go for it, Cancer. Because you have nothing but good cards surrounding it. Because at the bottom, you even have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is like something that's stable, secure, and a very consistent development that can happen. I mean, you do have the Devil lurking behind it, but strength is right behind it with the Ten of Cups. So whatever this is, Cancer, it's going to have its share of ups and downs. Don't be scared or dissuaded by the downs. Stay strong, stay committed, and keep working on whatever it is that is going to be presented to you through another person. Whether it's like getting a new job and coming into alignment with that, starting a business with another person. It could be starting a business with a friend here with the Three of Cups, because this is about friends and celebration. But either way, whatever this business opportunity is, or whatever this opportunity that's presenting itself to you, Cancer, that is presenting or will present itself, because I don't know if this is like present or future energy, you should do it because it's going to bring very good times into you. As you can see, these women are here gathered at the beach and like getting their cups filled from the natural rain in the sky. This is a blessing, especially with the ace. With the aces always representing, to me at least, blessings that's coming in. This is a blessing that's going to be poured into your life, and it's going to come in the form of another person, a partnership, definitely another person. Keep an eye out for new people who enter your life, people who could probably even have like that you talk to and could have like business ideas that you might want to be a part of. Just be on the lookout for possible deceptions, Cancer. You guys would be wise enough to see through, but there's something here, someone trustworthy that's going to present you with an opportunity, and you should take it and invest in it and like move forward with it, Cancer. So let's get a little bit more cards out here. Let's do some oracles before I go into more tarot. Talk to me about what energies are surrounding Cancer. Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah, Cancer. You have two Mars cards coming out. Mars in Virgo and Mars in Aquarius, about criticism and rebellion. There's something here about like really making, like I said, really keeping an eye out in case like things might not always seem like on the up and up. Be prepared to call those things out, Cancer. Don't just stay silent. Don't just allow things to like kind of fly. If things aren't going the way that you feel morally comfortable with, confront the person that's going to present you with this opportunity. Try to wrangle and work things out, because remember, you are supposed to be an equal partner in this thing. And the card of rebellion is letting me know that this is going to be something different. Advocate for a change. Advocate for something to be different here, especially, yes, okay, because we got two Aquarius cards with the Sun in Aquarius and Mars in Aquarius. Advocate for whatever this business thing to be focused on helping people, to not be about the profit, to not be about making money. Make sure that this other person, because like I said, we do have the Devil card here. Make sure that this other person doesn't get or you, Cancer. This can also be for you. Make sure that you don't get so wrapped up in the thought of just making money, which is funny because in this particular Devil card, this guy has coins raining into his hand. Make sure that you don't get so caught up in the process of making money, or the thought of like making money and making it lucrative. Whatever this thing that's going to present itself to you guys, make sure that you keep in mind that this is meant to help people, that the people come first. Have a real idealist and optimistic mindset on this, Cancers. Concentrate on that. Don't allow yourself to be distracted by the money. Like if you do actually end up coming into a lot of money and it's for you to do some work, make sure that you're not just taking this work, taking this job and just like being lazy and just like fattening your pockets. If this is about a new job where you have to interface with the public and it's going to pay well, make sure that you actually do that job. Make sure that you're not just thinking of it as just like easy money and sitting on your butt. Do it. Serve and help the people, because that's what the Sun in Aquarius is all about, is idealism. Help the people. Rebel against the current structures of the world of just like, just doing things like the traditional way of like how everyone else do it. This is a call to be different, Cancer. Be patient with this process as well. If you really like take this slow, put actual time, effort, and attention to detail into whatever this opportunity is, especially with Mars and Virgo. Put some attention to detail to it. Like, take this seriously. Oh, that's right. These are both Virgos. Both Virgo cards, yes. So attention to detail. Two Virgos, two Aquarius cards, yes. Attention to detail and making sure that you're focused on serving others, Cancer. If you're going to do this, make sure that your heart is in the right place. Yeah, make sure that your heart is in the right place and that you're not just going to get caught up in just like the bureaucracy and just like easy money or cash or get persuaded by the temptation of money. Concentrate. Don't be distracted. Focus on what really matters, and that's helping the people, Cancer. That's very important here. I feel that strongly. Focus on helping the people. Let's get some planetary action, some planetary energy around this. Jupiter. Yes, this is going to be something very lucky. I'm hearing something very lucky that's going to come your way, Cancer. Something very, very lucky. And you're going to be in a unique position to actually help people. Don't get blinded the moon. This is your ruling planet, Cancer. This is deep, intuitive, empathetic. Keep that trait about you, Cancer, about your care and your love for other people. Don't become jaded by the money that this opportunity is going to bring or how lucrative this opportunity could really be. Keep your mind focused on helping people, on serving the communities, on being a good person that the people can rely on. Someone who pays attention to details. Someone who is different from everyone else around them. I feel like this is your chance, Cancer. You have a chance coming up. And you need to take it. You need to give it the due diligence. That's right, the Knight of Pentacles. Give it the due diligence that it deserves. Make sure that you take your time with whatever this opportunity is going to be. Take your time with it. Put a lot of love, care, and attention to it. And it's going to be abundant more than you believe because Jupiter is here and he's a really big blesser. But this is also a warning to be wise, to really remember what really matters here. Remember your morals and your values because Jupiter rules the ninth house of morality, religion, wisdom, and higher learning. Keep your morals about you. Don't be tempted by the money because the devil card is here and I can't shake that energy. I wasn't going to bring it out and I'm not going to bring it out into the spread, but it needs to be talked about. You need to be strong enough to resist it, to resist the temptation, to just fall, to succumb to greed, to avarice. Don't let avarice like come your way. Don't let it like rule over and take your heart. Because I feel like you and this person this is going to be something either for your family that's going to be really beautiful. Yeah, because even on this 10 of Cups, it's these two people that's on the 2 of Cups, like coming together. This could have a lot to do with like you coming into a relationship or a business partnership or like falling in love with someone that you're working with or that you're meant to be taking this opportunity with. Something about this reading, Cancer. But either way, keep your eyes focused. Stay focused on what really matters, and that's the people, and that's helping. Being patient, having attention to detail. That's what's really going to allow things to work for you. So, give me some energy on the 2 of Cups. Can I have some clarity on the 2 of Cups? Oh boy. We have Justice and the Queen of Swords with the 2 of Cups. This has a lot to do with something that's really meant for you. Making sure that with this, like I thought, if this is about you coming into a partnership with someone else, you're probably going to have to keep that person on the up and up, Cancer. You're going to have to be the voice of reason and the moral voice here between you and this other person. I know it sounds like a drag. I know it's work, but this is an opportunity that's coming from on high with you, and this is what's being asked of you, Cancer. You're going to have to keep this person on the up and up. It's going to be up to you to interject ideas to really just like, but what about the people? What about this? What about that? Be that voice of rebellion, that voice of dissension if you have to be, to keep it from this falling into the energy of the devil of just being just about the money and not about the help and the aid and the goodness that you can give to people. And watch how lucrative it's going to be in the end with the 10 of Pentacles. This is going to be something very long lasting and stable because we got the Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. This is going to be very stable. Pentacles and Cups all through this reading. Pentacles and Cups. This is about playing to your strengths, Cancer, and having that emotional empathy and that strong, that deep reservoir of empathy inside of you. It's going to be very important. So clarify the Ace of Pentacles for me. Give me a little bit more about the nature of this Ace of Pentacles, of this offer, of this opportunity. Yeah, Cancer, you're gonna have to be the moral voice of this. You're literally being assigned to this to be the voice of morality for this partnership. Yeah, we've got the Ace of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and look, the Page of Swords came out again. Like this, the Page of Swords really won't come out. It was coming out for the Two of Cups when I was clarifying that, but it just won't go away. So I'll take it out. This is really going to be about you communicating, Cancer. If you're not the type to really speak up, you're going to have to become the type to speak up, to voice their opinion, and to say the things that needs to be said. I feel like this is also your challenge and your test as well, because you're going to be presented with a beautiful and wonderful opportunity, but it has every chance of just leading to corruption and not really going the way that it needs to go. This is why you need to concentrate, Cancer. Keep your mind focused on what really matters and don't be distracted by the money. I feel that strongly. Don't be distracted by the money. This is something that's going to require diligent and focused work, and you're going to have to really make sure that you're speaking up in this partnership that's happening here, or you being inducted into a certain group or a group or community. You're going to have to speak up and be the voice of change and reason there. So let's see. Talk to me about the Three of Cups. The Knight of Swords. What else? Three of Cups. And the Five of Pentacles. Knight of Swords, Five of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. The Knight of Swords and the Eight of Wands is all about communication. Like clear, focused communication. And like I said, the energy of the Swords cards in this is very fierce. The Queen of Swords is stained with blood. The Princess of Swords is ready for battle. The Knight of Swords has blood on him as well. Like I said, you're going to have to be the voice here, Cancer. You're going to have to keep your mind sharp. Don't miss a beat about what's going on. Stay focused, pay attention, and get ready for this, because this is not only this will in fact be very lucrative for you, especially, and this is a blessing for you, Cancer, but this is the work that's being asked of you to maintain this blessing. Don't let it get corrupted by greed. Now let's get the Knight of Pentacles. Because, don't let it get corrupted by greed, because because if you don't speak up and you don't hold your own, you could very well just be outcasted from the group. Like, you can just be left out of important decisions and things of that nature. Make sure that you speak up and that you say what you need to say and do your work and stay focused. If this is not about, like, a one-on-one business ship or you being inducted into a group, this is about you going to a new job and making sure that, you advocate for yourself, that you don't just let the money make you do morally ambiguous things. Stay true to who you're supposed to be, Cancer. So let's get something about the Page of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles here. Talk to me about the Knight of Pentacles. The King of Wands. Yeah, stay focused. Keep your ambition on this. And the Five of Cups. Look at this. This sadness here, just permeating on beneath the surface of this. Yeah, beneath the surface, though, you're going to have a struggle with this. This isn't something that's going to be easy for you, Cancer. I'm feeling it, yeah. This isn't something that's going to be easy for you. But you need to be focused, diligent, and the Seven of Pentacles speaks of patience. Be patient with this, Cancer. Stay strong. And when this opportunity presents itself and you get into it and it doesn't seem like everything that you want it to be, you need to stay strong, Cancer. Stay strong. Because here go the Devil card trying to show his face again. And at the bottom is the Eight of Cups. Yeah. Bottom is the Eight of Cups. If at any point it starts becoming too overwhelming for you, Cancer, you can walk away. You can leave. That's okay. Just know that you tried your best. But being called to persevere, to stick with it, and to keep this ship on the right path, to keep it sailing, and to make sure that it's there for the people, and not just turning into, another cash grab, whatever this is. I'm gonna get maybe one or two more cards for you, and then I'm gonna close your reading out, Cancer. Venus, beloved, like I said, be empathetic. Keep that energy of love in it. But the thing about Venus is that it's also a provider of material comforts. Like I said, this has every opportunity to be very abundant and very blessed. And look, here goes Saris with nurture. And that when you hear nurture, you hear Cancer. Your empathy, the beauty of your heart is really going to be something that's very, very important here for you, Cancer. I think Ceres is the goddess of harvest. Another name for, I think, Demeter, who was the goddess of the spring, the goddess of the seasons in Greek mythology, the mother of Persephone. So, yeah. The thing is though, like if you make your heart cold in this, you can definitely be a cold MFer, Cancer. Stay warm, stay open. Try to find a compromise where you can be happy in this place and do some good work. That's very important. I think I should just leave it there, right? Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. But then we have Saturn. And look, Saturn came out here with this as well. This is going to be a challenge. This is a challenge for you. You're not going to feel comfortable with this, Cancer, but you're being asked to persevere because this is going to take you to your pinnacle, your dream, to a place where you can be respected, to the highest point of your life, Cancer. This is something that's very important. This is a very important test, and this isn't something that you should shirk away from, I'm hearing. Yeah, it's going to be uncomfortable for you. There's going to be a lot of internal struggle, but be patient with yourself. Make sure that if you have to fight, that you fight. Pick up that sword and really do what you got to do, Cancer. Speak your piece, and you know how to do it tactfully and from a place of love. Make sure that love and nurture and the helping of the people is the important focal point of this thing, Cancer. If you guys are in social services, make sure that you always advocate for the point of the clients and not just what's comfortable for the workers there. Get up and do some work. Be critical of the people there. Like really make sure that you keep your eyes open and that you speak. Especially since you got so many swords here, and all the swords except for the page have blood on them. You're gonna be in a position where you're uncomfortable, but you're gonna have to speak up from a place of love and a place of wisdom, Cancer. This is your test. This is what you need to overcome in order to reach the highest point in your life. As you can see, the midheaven card has such beautiful light energy, and this is what I'm ending your reading on. It's the last card I pulled. This is for you to reach one of the highest points in your life. You need to stick with it. Endure, because Saturn is here, which let me know this isn't going to be easy at all for you, Cancer. This is a challenge, but it's a challenge that you're going to have to face if you want to reach the highest point in your life, to really walk in towards where you're meant to be, towards destiny, Cancer. You have to stick with it, advocate for the people, advocate for yourself, and bring love and nurture into whatever agreement, job, group, or community that you're going to be presented with a chance to join in, because it's going to be very lucrative. It's going to give you a chance to have very long lasting stability and both financially and in your life in general. But it's going to come with its own challenges. So if this reading resonated with you, Cancer, please leave a like or a comment. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Thank you for being with me, Cancer, and sharing your energy with me. And be blessed. Bye-bye.